are few like Ravichandran Ashwin. Each time India needs a wicket, and it's now been the story for over a decade, all the captain needs to do is go to Ravichandran Ashwin on home soil. Against left-handers, he's a tormentor. You ask any left-hander in the world and they will say Ravichandran Ashwin running in is an absolute nightmare. Guile, passion, commitment to his cause, variation and of course skill, Ravichandran Ashwin is less to no one. Soon to be the second Indian to 500 test wickets among spinners, he is in a league of his own. We have now lost count as to how many test matches he has won for India and how many series he has led India to victory in. But in doing so, one thing has stayed constant, and that is his passion for the game. Each time you talk to Ashwin, that is what comes out. Take a listen.
Like a lot of people through my life have said that I overthink, and I agree, I overthink. But as an individual inside myself, I can break down this overthinking to a very, very small fragment. Because I think about the game like, I realize that I think about the game like no one else does. A lot of people might want to switch off from, from watching the game after they've played it, after they've practiced. But I keep watching myself bowling. I keep watching how other batters are going about their business. For example, when Steve Smith came to India, and he had that wonderful series in 2016-17. Ever since 2016-17, I've watched Steve Smith like a madman. How he made those runs, what he does differently, why am I not catching certain small cues? See, I think as a bowler, what makes me get those wickets are not my skill or not just my plans. It's that very innate understanding of what a batsman is doing at the last moment and change my bowling according to it at the point of release. And with Steve Smith, I found out that I was not picking those cues that he was giving me. So I had to like get really obsessed with him. There is a movie in Tamil where they say, tell me who your enemy is, I'll tell you your character. Generally we say, we'll show your friends, I'll tell you who you are. But that really stuck out to me. Like I connect movies with life, what the storyline is saying and all that. And I realized that I must make obsession of people that I'm not able to get the better of. So I make a very, very clear and earnest attempt of the big dogs and opposition, go to a very, very small detail of how they are doing certain things, how can I break that pattern and all that. And my duel with him in Australia was anything could be stated as anything by anybody, but for me it was a culmination of what I wanted to achieve all my life.
At 499, the wait is perhaps a few days more, but then the incentive is also a few days longer. Ravichandran Ashwin on the cusp of history will make the Rajkot test match that much more special. Running in as he sets his sight on an Indian victory and closes in on a fantastic milestone, the third test could also be about Ravichandran Ashwin. When he started out, he did not think about 100, 200, 300 or 400. All he thought was to try and win test matches and test series for India. And in doing so, he scaled peak after peak after peak. Add the number of test hundreds and the number of impactful innings that he has played, and you will know that you're talking about a once-in-a-generation player. Someone who has given us joy and left us in awe. Someone we love to celebrate. One of the most revered and one of the most talented in the annals of our cricket. He spoke to us about his tremendous commitment to the sport, something which gives a sneak peek into how his mind works. As we celebrate Ravi Ashwin, we leave you with Ashwin talking about his skill and his craft, the master speaking about his mastery over the red ball. Take a listen as we celebrate Ravi Ashwin.
I love talking about the game to a degree where people actually find like a lot of people through my life have said that I overthink, and I agree, I overthink. But as an individual inside myself, I can break down this overthinking to a very, very small fragment. Because I think about the game like, I realize that I think about the game like no one else does. A lot of people might want to switch off from, from watching the game after they've played it, after they've practiced. But I keep watching myself bowling. I keep watching how other batters are going about their business.